On Capitol Hill, Senate Republicans are now confident that they have the numbers to confirm a replacement for the late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. CBS reporter Skyler Henry is live with the latest from the White House. Skyler?
Hey, Ken, good evening to you. Well, Democrats are going to put up a fight here. Despite that, Senate Republicans feel as though they have enough support to move forward with the confirmation process. Democrats still say, though, they want to wait until after the election for such a major decision.
Senate Republicans say they have the votes to move forward on a Supreme Court nominee after Utah's Mitt Romney announced he will back a vote.
If a nominee actually reaches the floor, that I will vote based upon the qualifications of that nominee.
We have an obligation under the Constitution, should we choose to take advantage of it, to fill the vacancy, and I assure you that's very likely to happen.
Senate Democrats have vowed to oppose the nomination.
The names we've heard are not acceptable at all, not even close.
President Trump says he'll announce his Supreme Court pick here at the White House this Saturday, after the services for the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg have concluded.
I'm getting very close to having a final decision. I believe at 5 o'clock on Saturday, I'll be having a conference.
CBS News has learned the president met in person with one of the frontrunners on his short list, federal appeals judge Amy Coney Barrett, at the White House. Judge Barrett is a favorite among religious conservatives.
We're in the middle of an election. They should wait.
2020 Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden says a high court nominee should not be considered until after the election. More than half of swing voters surveyed in a new CNBC Change Research poll say President Trump should not be able to nominate a replacement if he loses his bid for re-election.
The body of the late justice will lie in repose at the Supreme Court tomorrow and Thursday, and then she'll be the first woman ever to lie in state at the U.S. Capitol. We're here at the White House. I'm Skyler Henry, KPIX 5.
Skyler, thank you for that. So, how big are the stakes when it comes to naming a new Supreme Court justice? Political analyst Paul Henderson with some thoughts.
Number of hard-fought civil rights from the past, protection for the planet and environmental issues. There's the economy fixes that are all going to be defined by Supreme Court rulings. And this is before we even start talking about justice reforms and all of the race disparities that are on the table right now, reflective of the civil unrest going on in this country.
Well, first things first, CBS News will have live coverage of the first memorial for Ruth Bader Ginsburg. That takes place at the U.S. Supreme Court at about 6:30 tomorrow morning.